major depression for one thing, and suicidal ideations and thoughts, and even planning my own suicide. And the depression was horrible, and mood swings, and lack of focus, and everything. And Monica, when she found out about this, she was after me like white on rice. Sent me the sample packs, and I was very, very and more of my backstory. I mean, it was like trauma related to my doing CPR on my dad when he passed away, and all the way back to my childhood with major bullying, and you name it, one thing after another, life. But she got a hold of me, and I was very, very stubborn, and very skeptical of the patches. And one day I was out in
So
my
let me ask
shop.
you, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. So you had dealt with something that I would bet that uh a good portion of the people on tonight and even around the entire world have dealt with in these last several years. You've dealt with it to a little bit of an extreme, but I'll bet it's a lot more people than we know. So, can you tell us what life was like with that? And then weren't you also dealing also with pain as well in some way?
Uh, yeah, I had some lower back pain, but
Okay.
the there's some newer pain that had come up in me, that I was having some chest spasms when I would be working or physical or whatever, and they were disheartening because I had had a heart attack in 2017, and so anytime something happens with your chest after you have a heart attack, it's like, oh, time to go to the emergency room. Yeah, but
Yeah, certainly.
since being on the patch for a couple months, that spasm has totally disappeared, where I forgot that I was having it. Yeah, and with the depression, um, I don't know, man. It's just like I was continuously,
Were you able to work during then?
uh, barely.
Okay.
When I work, I don't think about much else but work. But driving, trying to focus on my side business, and trying to deal with just life stressors, and it was very hard. I mean, I probably broke my hand a couple of times. One for sure, I had to cast it, and then I re-broke it again, punching stuff, and I broke just about everything that I could break in my garage, and
Wow.
it's hard to deal with, like there's um, aspects to depression that people don't even think about, and people want to get out of that hole.
Well, I'm grateful that you were, open enough to be transparent to share that with everybody tonight because I
Oh
think
yeah.
that type of transparency just that's what people really need to hear. So thank you for that. So if you want to go into the story, because I know you're more positive now, if you
Oh
want to
yeah.
go into
So,
the story also, because obviously your life's changed and kind of how that transition happened, how you,
oh yeah. Well, Monica was after me, of course, and she sent me samples, and I'm just like, whatever, yeah, whatever, skeptical. It's another network marketing scam. And one day I was just having an absolute meltdown in my shop, and I just could not focus on anything. I thought, you know what? I got nothing to lose. So I put a patch on. I got X39 on right now. Put a patch on, and I'll tell you what, within 30 minutes or less, my mood completely shifted, and my focus, and it was a total shift, like from like night and day.
that's
Yeah,
amazing. Like light and dark in a way too.
literally.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
So you had obviously an improved mood within 30 seconds. What next? What happened later? What have you
Uh,
noticed?
I think my energy level definitely is increased, and I've been on other patches, the Silent Night, for sleep, and that works way too good for me because Oversleep when I put that patch on. It really works. And the other patch is the SP6 because I've got issues with eating and I started like some classes, some mindful eating classes to control my nighttime snacking
Okay,
and how
so
fast I
on
eat.
that note, on that note, in our conversation earlier today, when we're talking about snacking, you said that you had really dealt with something with your digestive system. What was that like?
Oh yeah, a major acid reflux, and that was, I think, causing this major spasm. I mean, it would stop me in my tracks. Like it felt like my heart stopped, and it's just when I'd be going upstairs or doing something or make a sudden move, but that's just totally disappeared to the point where I forgot about it.
How often would that happen to you?
If I ate, often,
Okay,
but
all the
I was fasting to prevent that. But now, it doesn't happen at all when I eat. So
time. Yes, that's a
yeah,
huge change.
it's huge.
Yeah, that's big. That's big. Now, did also did you had we didn't really go into that part, but your wife is also started using the patches, correct?
Oh yeah, yep, yep. And she noticed a major difference, with bloating that had gone away, and a few other things. And I think it's really helping her complexion too.
What would you say that this technology has done for your future outlook in life compared to obviously what you shared earlier?
Oh my gosh.
What's changed?
It's open like TJ in our other Zoom. It's really opened up a door to be able to like help people, and that's really like where my heart is. You know, I'm not always so concerned about myself. I really care about like I want to see other people feel what I feel. Like life's
Uh,
actually worth living. You know.